She found me in a city I never told anyone about. No calls, no messages for years. And then a knock. I opened the door halfway. She looked smaller, fragile, like something already broken before. It hit the ground. "I knew it was you," she whispered. I didn't answer. My eyes drifted to the child beside her. Same eyes, not mine. A quiet pressure built behind my ribs. Not pain, not anger, recognition. "I need to talk," she said. "Of course you do. They always come back when the truth starts rotting from the inside. Years ago, it started with something small. A due date that didn't quite add up. A look she couldn't hold for more than 2 seconds. I remember the night she told me she was pregnant. She cried. I didn't, because something inside me had already gone still. I counted backwards, days, weeks. There was a gap, a silence in the timeline she tried to fill with smiles and soft touches. "Don't overthink," she used to say. I didn't. I calculated. I never asked her directly. Instead, I watched. Phone locked tighter than usual. Late appointments. Names that appeared once, then disappeared. I took a sample quietly. Hair, toothbrush, precision. The lab didn't ask questions. Money rarely does. Days passed. She decorated a nursery, picked names, planned a future. I stood beside her, nodding, smiling. But inside, I was already leaving. The envelope was thin. Truth doesn't need much space. Probability of paternity, 0%. No shock. Just confirmation. That night, I placed the paper on the table between us. She stared at it, then at me. Her lips trembled. I can explain. I raised my hand slightly. No anger, no shouting, just silence sharp enough to cut through her excuses before they formed. She broke first. Tears, words, chaos. I stayed still, because I had already processed this moment days ago. I didn't leave immediately. That would have been mercy. Instead, I stayed long enough to watch her unravel. I let her believe. Maybe I'd forgive. Maybe I'd stay. I signed documents quietly, moved assets, closed accounts she didn't know existed. Prepared. Then one morning, I was gone. No note, no goodbye, just absence. A vacuum where stability used to be. Now she stands at my door years later, with that child. "Please," she says, "he deserves." No, one word. Clean, final. Her face collapses in slow motion. Because she finally understands. This was never about the child. It was about the lie. I studied her for a moment longer. Not the woman I loved. Just someone who made a decision. And is now living inside it. "I spent years thinking you'd come back," she whispers. I nod slightly. I know. That was the punishment. Not revenge. Not anger. Absence. Unanswered questions. A life where she never got closure. I stepped back. The door between us widening like a final truth. No hate left. That burned out long ago. Only clarity remains. She reaches forward too late. The door closes. Soft. Controlled. Permanent. Some betrayals don't deserve forgiveness. They deserve silence.